Cancer signs. I don't know what is different, but that cup of coffee ended up tasting so much better than any of the other cups of coffee I've made today. Literally no different. Just threw it in the Keurig, but like, hold up. I gotta, before we even, I can already feel it, Cancer. We're in a good mood today. Like, we're just appreciating the little things, aren't we? What deck do we want to use? You know what? I haven't used this one in a while. Maybe we'll get the Haven card. It's a 79 card deck instead of a 78. Light Visions. It's a pretty cool deck. Cards are kind of thick. It's pretty hard to shuffle. That's fine. Anyways, let's get into it. How are we doing today? I hope you're all doing fantastically. Okay. I'm going to try doing readings differently this time. Instead of past, present, future, I'm going to focus on what we should be focused on. Alrighty. What are Cancer being called to do this week? Okay. Let's make sure we're being clear about our emotions, Cancer. Sort of. This is like when someone tells you, I can't read between the lines, be a grown up and tell me what you want. Sort of that feeling. That kind of came across a little bit rude. That's fine. Okay. Why aren't we being clear about our emotions? We're not in tune with ourselves. Why not? What happened recently? Depression? Sadness? Something. Okay. You're not really feeling like yourself right now. I get it. It happens. Seasons come, seasons go. What can Cancer do to get out of this rut? Ooh. Time to face your past. Whatever's been happening, no more running away from it, Cancer. Time to face it. No more looking away. Pull back the curtains. Pull back the blinds. Look at that back there. You think I ever let it get dark in my room? Never. Let it stay light. In here too. Ah. Dang it. There was a... I've been reading through the Bible again. Dang, there was a verse. Totally would have fit this. It's like... dang it. Let's see if I can find it before we continue. Jesus' parable about a lamp. Okay, here we go. Mark 4:21 through 23. He said to them, "Do you bring in a lamp to put it under a bowl or a bed? Instead, don't you put it on its stand? For whatever is hidden is meant to be disclosed, and whatever is concealed is meant to be brought out into the open. If anyone has ears, let them hear." Just... why would you hide yourself? Be you, Cancer. Express yourself. Let yourself shine. Today's your day for that. This week is your week for that. Be expressive, be bold, be you. What sort of things should Cancer be avoiding this week? do go on. Tell me that I don't know how to interpret this without telling me I don't know how to interpret this. Oh boy, I'll get there. For once in human injustice. I think this is just going back to what I already said. Don't be hiding yourself from others. I'm kind of getting the feeling that for some reason there's something going on with you that you're not letting other people see about yourself. It's like you're afraid to, or you feel like you may not be allowed to, but deception is wrong, but self-deception is worse. The longer you suppress or repress whatever this is that you've got going on, the more likely it is that you won't convince yourself that it's not an issue, that it's not a thing, when it is. Let me tell you from experience that when it comes to self-deception, okay, let me use an example like this. You can't really expect a lion to become a vegetarian, right? They do eat grass sometimes, sure, but it's sort of, if you took a lion out of the wild that had already known meat, and you put it in a zoo, and you only ever gave it fruits and vegetables, and then one day you send a sheep into its enclosure, well, its true nature is going to come out eventually, one way or another. So, and honestly, you're probably just going to make the lion really angry while you're giving it nothing but fruit and vegetables. So don't do that. Don't hide yourself. Okay. What sort of things should we be embracing this week for Cancer? Don't be afraid to ask for help or advice or support from those around you who you know are going to be able to be impartial on whatever this matter is, who aren't going to judge you for it. They'll be look for someone that has, I'm sure you know someone like this in your life, or you have someone like this in your life. They may not say things in the nicest way, but it's not that they're being mean, it's just they're right to the point, you know? They're really smart, they're really wise, they have a lot of experience under their belt. Don't be afraid to ask for help from that person. Okay. Can I get any advice for Cancer? Okay. Yeah. Again, this is sort of like the ball is in your court on the one hand, It's two sides of the same coin. One is about taking action and being true to yourself, and the other is about suppressing yourself. If you suppress yourself, things, you'll feel it, you'll notice it. Even if you distract yourself with a million other things that make you happy, yeah, they'll still make you happy, but you denying whatever this is that you want to let out is still going to haunt you. Inversely, if you let whatever this is out, you'll be able to find peace with yourself. I'm sure you have your reasons for it, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I'd much rather be true to myself, make 100 enemies, and only have one good friend, than continue to lie to myself and have 100 friends and only a single enemy. Does that make sense? Anyways. What kind of card do we get for Cancer? We'll get you a hero's journey. You need to be the hero of your own journey right now. Oh, I just wish these cards weren't so big. It's hard to shuffle them. Or so glossy. They stick to each other too well. Look at the size of these things. Like my head. My hands aren't this big. I mean, they are. Barely. I want to watch anime. I skipped like the last, I want to say like 6 or 7 seasons worth of anime. I'm just now finally starting to catch up. What one did I watch recently? I started Eminence in Shadow, the 2nd season. Started watching the new Dr. Stone. I really want a more mature one. Anyways, our hero's journey. Stand up and be recognized. Behold! You are the inspiration you've been looking for. It's number 40 for those fascinated with numerology. 40, 40, 40. Da-da-da-da. Henry David Thoreau writes, I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. I need another sip of coffee before it goes cold. Okay. Message. In the dance of life, sometimes you move towards your purpose, sometimes you move away, and when the stars align, you receive your reward. Outward recognition of an inward quest can be a jubilant affair, and yet it can be its own challenge. If you've been focusing on the essence of the quest itself, for its own sake, not for the applause, ask yourself what you shall do with your ego during this time of recognition. There's nothing wrong with your ego getting a pat on the back, because it has come through this journey too, as a passenger, not a driver. Recognition is code for resonance. It says that what you stand for rings a bell in people's hearts and inspires them. The best part of this privilege is in being an aspiration for others to either join your quest or to reach deep within themselves and find their own raison d'etre? I'm gonna have to look up how to pronounce that now. Raison d'etre. Pronunciation. How do you say it? How do you say it? I'll kick it to it. We'll get there, hold on. We're learning together. Raison d'être. It means reason for being. We learned something together. Unless you already knew that. in which case you were just along for the ride. You were passengers, just like your ego has been. Dream symbol, award. Dreams of an award or reward speak of your feelings of self-worth. Congratulations. This milestone is celebrating the great strides you've made. Take a deep breath, acknowledge this breakthrough, relish in your adventure, and allow it to nurture you into an even fuller reason for recognition next time around. Your mantra for the week. I am a powerful giver and receiver of recognition. Okay. I'm glad you found your raison d'etre, Cancer. I hope you can share it with others and help them find theirs as well. Until next time, have a great day. God bless.